Hi guys, my name is Lily. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about my weight loss and also my decision to undergo weight loss surgery. So first and foremost, how much weight have I lost? Well, about 5 months ago, I reached a mark of, I believe, 63 pounds, 63 to 65. But unfortunately, due to stress, personal issues, etc., I actually gained about 20 to 25 pounds. It sucks. And I've been like yo-yoing between 40 to 45 pounds lost. And it took a while for me to accept it. It took me a while to accept the fact that I did the damage and to not beat myself up over it. So here I am. I'm kind of, you know, trying to stick to my plan again, and I do every now and then like have a setback, but I'm still focused on trying to lose weight. So I wanted to get that out of the way because this video is mostly about my weight loss surgery and my decision to do the weight loss surgery. So about 3 weeks ago, I had a doctor's appointment with my PCP, and she had talked to me about considering bariatric surgery. And at first I was a little shocked because personally I didn't think I was big enough, and I know that sounds really funny, but if you watch TLC's my 600 pound life, that's how big I thought you had to be to even get qualified for bariatric surgery. So full disclosure, I am currently 215 pounds. I'm 5 foot and my BMI is around 41. So I am a big girl. I'm still considered obese, FYI. I'm still considered obese. Plus I do have type 2 diabetes. So she came up to me and asked me if that was an option, and I didn't think I would be qualified, but she said yes, I am qualified because I also have type 2 diabetes. And so I told her I would give it some thought. And I did, and I did my research. I, listened to people's stories. I watched videos on YouTube about people's experiences with weight loss surgery. And she ended up giving me a referral to the bariatric orientation, which I did take last week. And that's when I realized that that is what I want to do. I definitely want to go for it. It wasn't an easy decision because I currently don't have support from my family and friends. I mainly care about my family support just because I need their emotional support and not really physical. I mean, I will try my best to do things on my own after my surgery, but as far as emotional support and knowing that I'm doing this for my health and that this wasn't an easy decision for me to do, I need them to understand that. But right now I don't think they're there yet, and hopefully they will be by the time my surgery is done, but we'll see. She did say that it may, I think people do need to be educated when it comes to weight loss surgery. I think there's a stigma around it. I think people think that it's an easy way out. So when I went to the bariatric orientation, the physician did tell us that the easy part is the surgery itself, and everything after that is hard. You have to deal with malnutrition, dehydration. You have to deal with self-conscious stuff, like you have to worry about loose skin, and of course you have to still worry about food because for me a diet is a mental thing. It's not really physical. Like I feel like it's harder for me to be on a diet than it is to exercise. So yeah, weight loss for me is a mental thing. So you have to deal with that too, even after the weight loss surgery. But weight loss surgery is a tool and it'll really help you. But definitely think about it before, taking the plunge and deciding on doing the weight loss surgery. So the next thing that my doctor talked about was that weight loss surgery will probably help me with my diabetes. A lot of people who have done the RNY have had their diabetes, their type 2 diabetes in remission. And that's one of the things I was really like interested in, because having type 2 diabetes does complicate a lot of things. More so with the RNY, where your type 2 diabetes will be in remission pretty much almost right away, even before the weight loss has started. It's because they bypass the duodenal. Oh God, did I pronounce that right? I don't know, duodenal? I don't know. Sorry. But it bypasses that, and so basically your diabetes gets into remission. And people who do take the RNY, and when they get the RNY, usually the next few days they come home and they don't need their medications, or they have a lower dosage of their medications. But I'm planning on getting the sleeve, just because if anything were to happen, like let's say the sleeve doesn't work out, I could always go back and get it revised as an RNY later on in life. Am I planning on doing that? I really hope not, just because RNY does have some issues. Like they have a lot of malnutrition issues, and you have to take, you know, vitamins for the rest of your life, which I think with the sleeve, you may not need to, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. From what the physician did tell me, that people do take, who opt in for the sleeve, they take vitamins for like the next 6 to 8 months, and then after that they don't really have to worry about it as much, just as long as they have enough nutrients in with their food. Okay, sorry, I'm like reading my stuff on my cell phone. So what am I afraid of with weight loss surgery? Definitely me failing. I've heard and read articles about people who've done the RNY or the bypass, the RNY or the sleeve, and it completely failed on them. Like they just kept eating. It's like nothing really happened. Like it's like they have a normal stomach, and they've, instead of losing weight, they've gained weight, and that's like one of the things I'm really afraid of. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen to me. But you know, everyone's different, and that's, you know, the risk that I'm willing to take to help me succeed in weight loss. Yeah, hopefully this works for me. I'm pretty much at my last resort type thing. So two, one of the things I'm afraid of is stretching the stomach after the surgery. So with an RNY, I believe it's a 1 ounce pouch. It's about this small, maybe. And the sleeve is about 2 to 4 ounces, depending on the bougie and your surgeon, of course. That's why they say that you should probably have a really good, like a good conversation, a good connection with your surgeon, so he knows what you want. I don't know if I have that option. I mean, I hope I do, but we'll see. So I'm afraid of stretching the stomach. And they did say that it does happen naturally. Like it stretches out naturally. It's never gonna go back to the size that it was before, but it does stretch. And one of the things I'm really afraid of is I'm gonna stretch it out so much that I can eat whatever I want. And you know, like I said, this surgery is a tool. Like weight loss surgery is a tool. It's not gonna lose weight for you. Whatever that you put in your mouth is your choice, and it's your decision. So it's like I have to make sure that I always have to really think about what I'm eating, you know, and not to drink while eating, because supposedly you can't eat and drink at the same time. You have to chew your food about 25 to 30 times to really break it down, because your gastric, your stomach doesn't have as much gastric juices to break it down, so you really have to chew, and you can't drink at the same time. So it's weird. It's kind of funny because I'm kind of trying that out now. I'm trying to chew my food a lot more slowly, and that's like the one thing that's really hard for me to do, because I don't like feeling the texture of food in my mouth. Like I will literally puke, and I've done that already, just testing it out. But I guess that's just something that I have to get used to. Same with drinking and eating at the same time. Like, I think this morning I ate something and I didn't drink, and it was pretty difficult. Like, it's harder than what it sounds. But yeah, so like I said, like, I'm afraid of stretching the stomach, and I have to say bye to a lot of things. Like, I can't drink alcohol anymore, which I don't really drink alcohol. Like, I haven't really drank alcohol in a while. I'm afraid, oh wait, no, I can't drink sodas anymore. Like, they actually frown upon drinking carbonation just because it may stretch the stomach. And supposedly what they say to do if you really like have that craving for a soda is to let it go flat. But what's the point? Like, it's the carbonation that's really yummy, Let's see, what am I afraid of? Oh, okay, so I'm afraid of, not really afraid, but people thinking that I'm cheating. Like, I don't want people, like, I think people will always have judgments, and they'll always judge you. But to those people who feel like, oh, you're just taking the easy way out, or, you're giving up on yourself, which I've heard already. The only thing I could say to those people who feel that way is to do their research and, educate yourself about bariatric surgery, because truly, in the end, it's not the easy way out. Technically, it's actually pretty difficult. And I just hope those people who feel that way can educate themselves a little bit more about bariatric surgery. And I think I mentioned about having support from my family, and I currently don't really have that much support, which sucks, but I hope they come around. I really do. And I hope they figure out that this is something that I have to do for me in order to be around more for them, for my family, for my son, and to feel what it's like to wear shorts, wear a skirt, feel better about myself, but more importantly, just to, be able to play with my son, like go to the park, normal shit, like go to the park and play and run around without me just getting winded. But that's like one of my goals, is to just, go to the park with my son and play with him and not feel like I'm dying after like 1 minute of running around. Simple stuff. I don't really want anything that's like super extra. I just want simple stuff. And I'm afraid of loose skin, and I already have loose skin now from the weight that I've lost. And I feel like that's something that can't be avoided. So I've come to terms with that, but I'm still pretty scared of it. So I want to talk about my progress so far with the bariatric surgery. So I got my referral about 3 weeks ago. I got my orientation a week ago. And now I'm going to my first class a week from this upcoming Tuesday. And I'm really excited for that class. And that's gonna run for 12 weeks. And within those 12 weeks, I have to try and lose about 10% of my body weight. It's not required, but it is recommended. And then within those 12 weeks, that's when they'll do all the blood tests, the x-rays, the EKGs. I believe I may have to undergo endoscopy, but I'm not sure. So they'll do all the labs and tests and stuff like that within those 2 weeks. And then I believe after 2 weeks, they'll have a surgeon call me and then pick a date. But I'm not quite sure. So I've actually got a letter from Kaiser here. So I'm gonna open it now. And I think this is for my employer, because I have to leave work a little bit early for the classes. And so I asked them to give me a formal letter so that they know that I'm taking this class, and I do have to leave a little earlier. So it just says, to whom it may concern, blah, 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 is scheduled for health education classes at Kaiser Permanente. She will start this class. It's supposed to be on Tuesday. blah blah blah. Your consideration for excusing from work during this time is appreciated. So yeah. So if you're going to do the surgery and you're gonna go through like a class, like I am, like the options class, I would probably get like a letter or something from Kaiser to give to your employer to let them know that you're doing, you know, health education classes. And I did tell my my boss already, and I'm planning on doing so. So I'm kind of hoping, I'm kind of planning this out as, you know, as much as possible to know how much time I need off and stuff like that. And I also have another letter from Kaiser, and I think this is for my, okay, this is for my pelvis exam. Oh, this is totally different. This is actually totally different, and I have to go on Saturday. Okay. So yeah, you guys, that's it. And I hope you found this information somewhat informative. And yeah, so follow me on my journey. Feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it, and follow me on Instagram. I'll definitely be documenting my weight loss surgery progress and just weight loss in general. And I'm really excited to do this. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to have the surgery and, you know, be a healthier me. Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.